Hey guys, welcome to a returning history behind Mzansi Football, the only YouTube channel that celebrates South African club football from past to present and from cup competitions to clubs. Now I know it has been a very long time since I have released the last video, a history of the Nedbank Cup. For those of you who have been watching the video, for you soccer fans and as well as for subscribers, I'd like to apologize for keeping you guys into the dark because I was experiencing some technical difficulties, which means that I could have produced more videos. Not only that, I also dealt with lockdown regulations concerning the COVID-19 pandemic, which has taken a lot of lives, not just here in Mzansi but around the world, which unfortunately is tragic. But I'm back. I'm about to tell you more stories, more tales, and everything in between. Now, for those of you who live in Tshwane or Mamelodi, this one is for you. Because in this week's video, I'll be talking about the Brazilians, Matatanta, Masandawana, the biggest successful club in South Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns. Remember guys, you have been warned. This is a spoiler alert, meaning that this video is about to be categorized into a timeline video. So, let's get this video going. Now, for those of you who have watched my channel before and know the rules, this video, history of Mamelodi Sundowns, is going to be a two-part video, meaning that we are going to have two parts to the video, obviously. So in part one, I'll be talking about the origins, the management of the club, as well as athletes that Sundowns have won. Championships. And then in the second part of the video, I'll be talking about the stadiums, the sponsorships, as well as the functions, which you guys know, Sundowns fans, as the Miss Sundowns pageant. So without any further ado, let's get this video started. Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club, for short as Sundowns, is a club based in the Pretoria township of Mamelodi in the Gauteng province of South Africa. The club was established in the 1960s by playing their home games at Lucas Masterpiece Moripe Stadium and sometimes Lotus Valford Stadium. The origins. In the 1960s, a group of friends established a soccer club in the Pretoria Central Business District area of Marabastad. Among the four were Joey Lawrence and the Hertz brothers Bernard and Reginald. The club became an official club in the 1970s. It was called Sundowns. In 1973, Sundowns lost 5-3 in the Coca-Cola Cup final by Bellary United. The same year, the club was attached to play in the Federational Premier Soccer League. But it was in 1978 that Sundowns were orderly relegated after the league threw their weight behind then National Professional Soccer League. This would mean that it was the end of the Federational Premier Soccer League. Sundowns uniforms and kits are adaptations of the national Brazilian soccer team, hence the nickname the Brazilians. Management. During 5 years, management settled to dissolve the club when Downs battled to gain promotion. But in the 1980s, the club relocated from Pretoria CBD to the township of Mamelodi. The club made their way to top-flight soccer, but found it challenging until Zola Mokgopi took over management in 1985 and nominated Ben Sigel as head coach. Sundowns' life changed for the better as they started to challenge for top honors in domestic football under Zola Mokgopi as manager. Mokgopi hired an elite group of soccer players in their quest to supremacy. He even recruited former Blackpool assistant coach Stanley Screamer Shabalala to the ambitious club, which helped them win various trophies and became one of the biggest powerhouses in South African football. But Standard Bank repossessed the ownership of the club from Zola Mokgopi. The club went into liquidation until a Greek family known as the Tacklers consulted with the bank and saved the club from liquidation. However, they purchased Sundowns by forming the Abe Krok Company. Under the Tacklers' Krok leadership, the club won their first NSL trophy with Angelo Tacklers as the head coach and became the best club in South Africa. Under the Tacklers family, the club won more trophies than any club in the country. When Mamelodi Sundowns were very successful with back-to-back trophies over the years, until mining millionaire Patrick Motsepe purchased 51% of the club's shares and soon bought the remaining shares and took control of the club from the Tacklers family, thus being the sole owner and shareholder of Mamelodi Sundowns. The reason being is because the Tacklers declined revealing the mining billionaire's payment for the club as big as Sundowns. But 16 years later, Motsepe was awarded the position as president of CAF and couldn't multitask with being owner of Mamelodi Sundowns. With working around his new position as president, he decided to put his son, Kgotsi Motsepe, in charge of Mamelodi Sundowns' ownership. Champions. When the National Soccer League was replaced in 96-97 season by the newly Premier Soccer League, Sundowns won 3 league wins from 98 to 2000, also becoming Bob Safe Super Bowl champions in 98 and winning the Rothmans Cup in 99 when the Tacklers family were in charge. Years later, under Patrick Motsepe, the club triumphed in the league with 7th league titles in history, plus picking up their first piece of silverware for 6 years in May 2006. In 2008, the club clinched the first inaugural Nedbank Cup and became champions. Things went sideways at that point until Pitso Mosimane stepped in as head coach by Patrick Motsepe. and led the club to 5 amazing back-to-back league titles. In 2000, Mosimane oversaw Sundowns' rise to continental glory, which was Patrick Motsepe's goal when he bought the club. The goal came into fruition when they won the CAF Champions League, when they redeemed themselves against an Egyptian side that defeated them in 2001, Al Ahly, becoming the second South African club to clinch Africa's prestigious prize trophy. Not only that, but a year later defeated DRC side TP Mazembe to win the CAF Super Cup, becoming the first club in South Africa to win the CAF Super Cup. And that is it for the history of Mamelodi Sundowns part 1. I promise you guys that I will come up with part 2 in the following weeks, so stay tuned. So if you like what you have seen or what you have heard, hit the subscribe button, leave comments behind, or even like the channel on Facebook. Add History Behind Mzansi Football on Facebook, and we're always there to comment on things. And that is it, guys. So from me, I'm closing the show. Also on this video, it's Chovicho.